the hell are you doing, right?
I have no idea.
Rebuilding this GPU test bed.
Maybe I'll turn and use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Not even accidental.
Hey everybody, I'm getting started now. I had an emergency conference call that I forgot about. So,
Emergency, by emergency you mean scheduled like a week ago.
it was scheduled a long time ago, but I just now remembered it. That was the emergency. That's usually how that works.
Is there any accessories?
Yeah. So what we're doing today is we are rebuilding the GPU test bed because it's old. It works fine. There's no reason to do this, and I may regret it immediately. But
There's nothing wrong with this.
there's nothing wrong with this, but I'm going to change everything. We're basically moving from a Sandy Bridge E platform to Haswell E.
Need another one of your questions?
We're going to move, keep basically everything else the same, change the cooler out. Just prepare ourselves for the spring and summer releases of new graphics cards. And for some reason, there was a camera here, so we decided to stream it. So you'll also hear, we're using a shotgun mic, we're not using anything better than that, so you're going to hear background noise from Ken and Alan and stuff as we go. So just be prepared. They didn't want to arrange the other one. What, with the add-on card? Yeah.
Not all of you.
How do you know?
Isopropyl rubbing alcohol wipes are the best. Who's complaining over there?
My Spotify started playing in the background. I went to get the media button. Like, where is this audio coming from? Because I thought it was coming with a string.
Gotcha. Sweet, just what I always wanted. If you have questions for me and stuff while I'm doing this, feel free to ask in the chat room at pcper.com/live. I think that's the only chat I'm going to watch during this. And even then, I won't be able to watch it all very closely. But if you have questions, let me know. And I'll wait until I'm applying new thermal paste for everybody to make fun of whatever method I decide to use this time.
I want to supervise.
I'll detail the components that I'm taking off as I remove them, and the components I'm adding as I do that as well. How far can I see on the desk? Not very far. Okay. What's a good place to get a case for a test rig? Most of the ones I have, I got for free from companies like Asus and MSI and the likes. This one I think is from MSI, or no, this one's from Gigabyte. You can see the label on the side. The one we have over there is identical, except it says MSI on it. So.
They'll probably prefer that Asus one.
Yeah. This cooler is interesting. You've probably never seen this before. You'll probably never see it again. This is a 180 millimeter self-contained water cooler. It has a Main Gear logo on the top of it. It was Main Gear used them for their system builds. You get me the wipes for their system builds, and they happened to give us one to test out for them. Give
I
them
think they
some.
were going to sell them separately at some point, but never
Maybe.
did.
Yeah, they were asking for some feedback on it. And it's super nice because it's really quiet, as you would imagine a 180 millimeter fan and radiator would be. But we're going to replace it with a standard air cooler, probably. If only because moving this test bed around to the set and stuff with this giant thing hanging off of it is kind of a pain in the ass. But it's still really useful.
Zip tied on there.
Yeah, it is zip tied together. That's true. Let's see. And leaving after many years of valiant work on our GPU graphics testing is the Rampage 4 Extreme.
Funny enough, it's only the one we're upgrading.
That's probably not supposed to happen.
The heat spreader just coming off the DIMM.
The heat spreader just pulled off the DIMM. Huh.
All these years we're just going to a Rampage 5.
That's true.
Yeah, probably not the best.
I'll just put it right back. What could go wrong?
I hate heat spreaders anyways.
How else are you going to spread the heat, man?
That hot DDR action.
Hey, you don't know.
That's why all the servers use heat spreaders on their end.
They're not cool enthusiasts.
I also like how the shotgun mic is in the shot.
Is it?
Yeah. You can see the
Yeah, I just touched it.
piece.
Nobody knows.
Great. Glad you touched it.
Nobody knows. There we go. So this Corsair Vengeance, what do we have? 16 gigs, 4 4s of,
It's the first quad channel kits.
yeah, 1600 megahertz, 99924 timings. Do I have the tool to remove the nut driver,
Oh.
if you will?
Yeah. So you mean a screwdriver?
No.
A
I have-
screwdriver will do it.
That one will?
I mean, it won't fit perfectly, but you'll get it loose. I don't know where the nut driver is.
Yeah, that's fine. Except it's got that damn magnet that attaches to
Yeah, I
it.
usually use the non-magneted one, but use the bit.
Somebody's offered to buy the Core i7 processor from us already in the chat.
So that's an engineering part.
True.
Intel Confidential.
It says confidential right on it, I think.
That's ever stopped anybody before. Just look at eBay.
Well, does that back plate stay on the board or come with the cooler?
Stays on the board.
Okay. Well, I don't have a thing to protect the pins on it, so
Yeah, I mean, it's the only board
Just
we'd use that CPU.
write on a Sharpie what the processor is, so we
Yep.
don't have that issue in the future.
Find a place to retire this board.
So what's nice about this test bed thing is that it has a lot of posts up, as opposed to requiring screws. That way you don't really have to screw it down if you don't want to.
I'm still waiting for a case manufacturer to come up with a screwless way to mount a motherboard.
That would be a good idea.
Like, come on. That's one of the most annoying parts about building a PC is
It's probably my least favorite part.
putting the
It's true.
motherboard down in there and screwing it, and
Yeah.
it seemed like a clasp retention method type thing.
This here. This back here. So components we're going to continue to use, like this power supply. So we've got a Corsair 1500 watt AX 1500i. So we don't have any issues with quad GPU setups, which is why I guess I need the motherboard and the cooler now. Let's see. We're replacing the Rampage 4 Extreme with the Rampage 5 Extreme. Probably the highest end Asus X99 motherboard. And we're moving on to the, 5960X?
Yeah.
Another Intel Confidential. They should make like a TV show called that. See, a lot of cool stuff on this board that honestly we won't use. M.2 port, lots of SATA ports, 8 channels, DDR4, a lot of USB ports, a lot of stuff there, guys. But we're using it because with a 40-lane CPU, we can get by 16, by 8, by 8, by 8.
Interesting, that silk screen on the
transfer.
back of the board.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, actually. Yeah. So, yeah. Slide this down the posts. Ta-da! Cooler. Yeah, the Rampage 5 is not new, necessarily. I didn't say it was the newest.
I don't think they have a newer X99 gaming.
Well, we do have the Rampage 5 Extreme with USB 3.1
add-in
card, so there's that. I need the other
Yeah.
retention plates for this.
Yep. SecQ Firm 2. Okay.
Let's probably get that memory installed first, too. What's the cooler? Noctua
C14S.
C14S.
Yeah. LG 1155. 2011. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it should be just putting 2 more things on it, and then they... Yeah, they gotta put those on the socket first. That's right. Damn it. Oh, so we actually don't need to remove those. Oh well. First screw bolts into threads. Yep. So we want these. Is each packet like individually?
Oh yeah, they make the Rampage 5 Assembly,
I
which
don't know.
has it's the one with the 10 gig NIC, I think.
Oh right.
Yeah. Although it's just packed in the box, so you know.
Like a USB 3.1 card would be.
Yeah. Alan's means business.
Pull out the portable USB fan.
Yep.
So I need something to tighten those down. But they're bigger than that, so give me like a little adjustable wrench. You can't what?
Try to sit in that chair. It would have been bad.
I guess they don't give you one.
No.
That seems not to a like.
What do you got the laptop doing, Ken?
Nothing. You can move it out the way. Keep it plugged in though. I don't know if it's charged or not.
Let's just go like that. I decided I wanted to move that fan to the top, didn't I? I do. I want the air to come down and go over the VRMs and stuff.
Well, they have the head directions. Sorry. On the bottom is high clearance mode.
Yeah, I'm not
Or no, sorry. On the top is high clearance mode.
Yeah. Just meaning that.
Meaning that you can expect to have enough room for it.
Gotcha.
Because the other option is low profile mode.
Yeah. Place. Oh, I have to pick my orientation first.
Good thing it's not it's not Skylake, so you won't torque down the CPU socket. Bend your CPU. I think I'd put the heat pipes facing towards you.
What's that mean? What do you mean by facing me?
Like, you're right here now, right?
As in like this?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Now, everyone's probably going to tell me I'm wrong, but...
You're wrong.
I can make this easier on myself. So there's that, or that.
But can you fit in this memory in that way?
Well, I can install the memory first.
Well,
Oh, okay, so it definitely can't go in that way.
no.
So we either gotta go sideways. Yeah, there's plenty of room for the mirror or for the memory, especially with the fan spun. So
I would do it that way.
yeah, I'll just do it that way. That's fine. Although it will make the required use of my GPU removal tool even more required. In fact, let's see. Yeah, I'll still be able to do that. My biggest complaint about these boards that support quad SLI is that removing the video card in the top slot is pretty much impossible.
Oh, it's possible.
Yeah, it is.
And the first time you do it the possible way, that's easy, then you don't have to worry about the removal tool anymore.
You talking about like breaking the connector
It
off?
just breaks that last clip off.
Yeah, I would like to not do that if possible.
Oh, come on.
I know. Fuddy-duddy, I get it.
Well, it looks like these clips are beefier now.
Yeah, they are, and that's why when I tried to I was like, I'm just gonna pull this off, and like on an old motherboard, part of the PC, part of the
Oh, you broke the tab
peg
off the
slot
PCB?
was kind of like struggling. I thought, nah, I'm good. Okay, so
You have to remove the fan to mount it, Maury says.
I have to move the what?
Remove the fan to mount it.
Oh yeah, because you got to put the screwdriver through it. I mean, I could do that after the fact. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Thanks, Maury.
I really like
See
their
those?
I like their fan mounting system. It works really well. It's super simple.
Yeah. What are these for?
I got 'em right.
That's a lot of IOPS.
That's right.
That's a lot of IOPS.
It's random rights.
Behind us, Alan is testing triple M.2 SSDs in RAID.
Yeah, buddy. I might buy one of these motherboards.
You like it?
Alan, you've been quote unquote building a new PC for the past 3 years.
I might buy one.
That's
of these.
also true.
I actually really like that motherboard, though. It's an expensive motherboard.
I don't know what would match it.
Is it expensive? I don't think it's that expensive.
I think that's our most expensive Z170.
No,
It's the SoC Force?
Yeah, but I think
Let's see.
I think the BIOS is kind of clunky.
it's a little slow.
Yeah, but they're all kind of cool.
It's not that it's slow, it's that the options are just kind of like...
That is a $400 motherboard.
Wait, never mind. I take back my statement.
Well, after you're done with it, we're going to send it to Maury for review. You can probably have it after that, unless he has an aneurysm.
The battery is very easy to access. He might not want to send it back.
Ooh, that's
It's
true.
like, look at the battery.
I mean,
It's like right there.
You can match stuff with this motherboard. It just needs to be black. Right?
Yeah, like I was
Matching the
looking
orange would be hard.
I was looking for stuff that was like orange.
Yeah, you're not really gonna get that. You can get Gigabyte's 980 Ti with the RGB LED fans. Make them orange. That's very expensive.
So is this stream for our Patreon people or just anybody?
Anybody.
Yes, Knight Rider. Alan still has a 920 at home.
Actually, it's not in use right now.
Oh, no.
Worse, he has a laptop at home.
No. I have what I switched that box to. It's just like some i7, just something that's not in a Halo. I think I put an Ivy Bridge system in there.
Oh, the old.
Noctua says to apply a small drop, 4 to 5 millimeters in diameter, onto the center of the heat spreader. I assume. Oh no, we still do have that stuff. I'll just use theirs.
Yeah, just use that.
Ooh, that's nice.
Actually, we can't quite send that board to more because I want to use it for the water cooling thing.
Oh well, I didn't say immediately.
Yeah. I'm saying we should probably try to do that relatively soon.
Yep, put it on the list.
It is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That won't be too bad.
Yeah. Shirley. Please stop calling me Shirley.
Just put it in memory
It's fine.
before you mount it.
Yeah. I gotta put the screws back in that I took out for no reason. How many people are watching me, Ken?
I don't think I can tell you that.
Okay.
I don't want you to get performance anxiety.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll just look on my own. Does anybody have nobody's asking?
171 people on YouTube. Like
Nobody
15
else.
On Twitch.
Nobody asking questions.
Free NAS or Unraid?
Ugh. I don't know, Alan.
Stable bit drive pool.
What?
Stable bit drive pool.
Stable Bit? Is that a company name? Or is that a piece of software?
Yeah, it's software.
Drive Pool?
Yep.
Never heard of it. Is that what you're using at home?
Yeah. Currently have 81 terabytes on an array of that.
Apparently.
Currently.
Currently. Is it user friendly?
Yeah.
Yeah. What OS does it run on?
Just under Windows.
So if you want to have a dedicated box, you just use a Windows box for it?
Yeah, my Windows Media Center PC is running that, and the array is hanging off of it. The only catch is it doesn't do like parity-based RAID.
So there's, I don't know what what do you mean then?
If you want duplication, there has to be 2 of everything.
Oh.
You essentially say, I want 2 copies of this directory somewhere, make it happen.
Yeah. And then the advantage is that all of the drives are formatted NTFS individually. So the whole system could just go crashing down, or just like the worst possible thing could happen, and in the end you would end up with a bunch of hard drives individually NTFS formatted with all of your files on them at least twice.
Gotcha.
So
Black and red are not the only good motherboard combinations, Maury. They're boring now.
black and red.
Boring.
It's just that this orange is like so hard to match this stuff. Like that's what I'm trying to think of. If somebody was trying to do a build, you'd have to have all black everything else,
Well-
or find black and orange, which I just didn't see anyone.
I mean, you would use
Like, I really don't see much that's black and orange.
There you go.
Well, it's all black.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
I'm trying to.
and I mean, it would have been different if like maybe Gigabyte made a board or made a GPU that was black and orange, but they don't. Like, not a single one that they make matches that board. You'd figure the company itself would match it. But I don't know. I think it's a cool color scheme. There's not enough other stuff. Problem.
I mean, the only other thing you'd have to match would be a graphics card.
And yet there is none.
Yes, but just use a black graphics card. Then it looks fine.
Yeah.
All right. So there's that.
You're really bad with scheduling
Yeah,
calls.
in general. CPU fan. Well, that's frustrating.
Very silently ringing.
See, there's a reason.
The super quiet.
That sucks. Okay. All right, now we're gonna install our memory. We've got 16 gigs, 4 4s of G-Skill Ripjaws. What is this? DDR4 3200.
Yes, this build is made for the specs, not the looks.
What's wrong with the looks? Our brown cooler on our red and black motherboard?
Yeah, that's just Noctua's fault.
Yeah. They've kind of been slaves to that.
They make black fans now.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know how to build a computer?
No, I feel like that's not enough stuff. Alright. Hook up our Corsair power supply. Will you get me the 980 Ti reference card?
Didn't you just have it?
I had a 980 reference card.
Okay.
It should be in that box still, maybe. Like the kind of retail-ish box that they made.
Knight Rider was asking about the 43200 because it has to overclock the processor, which we will not obviously run.
No, I'm not going to overclock the processor. We just won't run the memory at that high of a speed. This is just a kit that we had here. No overclocking in the stream. This, like I said, this system won't be really overclocked at all. It needs to be perfectly stable and repeatable throughout its lifespan.
Amy woke up to the smell of smoke from the dishwasher.
Was it on fire?
Apparently at some point.
Like, was something melting in there?
Sure. There's nothing touching the heating element. it's melted.
Not anymore. It's not touching the heating element.
Yeah, I know. It's probably melted and disintegrated. Who knows?
Oh, this is much cleaner already than our last one.
Ah, yeah. They're saying don't forget to gap the spark plugs. That's what we're missing.
Oh, yeah.
I left my gap tool at home.
Ah,
Dang it, Alan.
I know.
Alan's a gap tool.
Keep meaning to bring that back in. It was in the iFixit kit. I brought it home.
For our storage, we use a couple of different drives. So we have two different SSDs. This is what we had previously. We had two OCZ Agility 4, some older SSDs that were boot drives, but you notice one's labeled AMD, one's NVIDIA. That way we kept drivers completely separate. You know, we didn't have to do a bunch of formatting and reinstalls or use driver cleaner very often. We kept things separate here. We're going to do that again, but first we're going to do a temp install. That way, if all of this catches on fire, we still have access to our old test bed. And from Alan's stack of SSDs, we stole this Angel Bird SSD work. What controller is this?
Silicon Motion, I think.
Yep.
Silicon Motion. So this will have the OS install on it and everything. And then we have this other 512 gig ADATA drive that just basically holds the games. That way, when we switch our OS drives, basically by physically changing the cable or the connector, each Steam install still sees these devices. I'm going to try to use this again, Alan, and see how this works.
What is it?
Remember,
that-
one of these didn't work?
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with it, but
Oh, I mean, just like, I'm just going to use it as a secondary drive and see if it shows up. Actually, I'm not even going to do that right now.
I never understood why that one. stopped
Why
working.
one of them didn't work. I don't really know.
Like, it's just a basic backplane.
Yeah, so this was just a thing I bought to basically allow me to, when I want to swap the SSD, take that out that way as opposed to having to physically touch a cable. So hopefully this will actually work for me this time.
He doesn't like touching cables.
I don't like touching hard drives or SSDs because I tend to break them.
That is true.
They're not rated.
Let me check my email one more time. To PST tomorrow. What's today?
You can't do 2 PST tomorrow.
So let's install that. This other chair full of stuff. Touch yourself. Man, there's a lot of SATA ports on here. Which ones do I want to connect to? SATA G 910, 78. I assume 1, 2 is what I would like to connect to, Alan.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Just to make
What is that?
X99.
So it's the one with the 2 Intel chipsets on it.
Okay.
2 Intel chipsets?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
put
it's
2
pretty
that
solid.
can't be rated together.
Oh. Yeah. Alright, so there's that. This is the only thing I hate about this Corsair power supply. Is that it uses a special, looks like kind of a, what would you say? That's like a meh face connector.
We should really just order some of those. Because that's not a special plug.
Well, it's special to me because I don't have to use it anywhere else.
Yeah, that's why I said we should order a few of them. So, like, when we want to move it, we don't have to unplug it from the wall.
I guess. Trusty what's up power meter or
What's that?
what's up? Never mind. I use this one. Plug that guy in. Here, take this away from me. don't know what you did with the giant ass cooler, but these go with it. Now all of this work is in service of trying to test some Tomb Raider results. I won't be able to show you that since it's not out yet, but yeah, these go to the big cooler.
I mean, that screwdriver that goes in this box.
Oh. Yes. You may have it. It looks so neat and organized over here. That's not going to last very long. Keyboard and mouse. Just moved the Logitech G410 over. And mouse is the G502. So what's your bet, Ken? Will this work the first time?
Well, yeah. I'm sure some part of the system will work.
The new Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, isn't out on PC. It came out on Xbox, what, before Christmas? I think. It's coming out on PC tomorrow, I believe. What'd you say, Alan?
Some part of that system will work.
Oh, it's all gonna work. It's fine.
I know. You've never built a PC before, so.
Connect our DVI cable to our capture system. We've got some cheap-ass speakers that are here only so we know if sound is working. Let's see if fire comes out. Oh. Oh, we got post.
Sound like that's a bad thing?
No. Just sounds shocked. Just sounds shocked. I need the most up-to-date BIOS.
Okay.
Is this one of those ones that can do that automatically?
You mean through the USB port?
No, like through the network, like through the internet.
I figure that would be a thing.
It is. It's on motherboards.
Well, that's good.
Except the user can't find it. It's always been more.
Yeah, this one apparently doesn't have that.
What's it being nice and fast?
Well, damn it. Let's load some optimized defaults.
Not super excited. I don't know this shot on screen.
I don't think I have this cooler installed correctly.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna guess the answer is it is not installed correctly.
I'll just talk about
I don't know.
Guess I'll see soon.
Can you tell me what bias is on that board?
1601.
I think the dates are screwed up. It says the latest bias is from 2013.
I don't think that's right. I know it's not a new board, but 2013 seems a little old. Let's check on our cooler. What's wrong is the temperature of the processor in the BIOS seemed steep. So I'm going to check for contact.
Yeah, torque it to 60 pounds.
You got to torque it to 60 pounds?
Yeah.
Alan, did you bring your torque wrench?
Nope.
Haha. Yeah. Huh. It definitely made zero contact. I'm confused. Bring me the directions again.
I put them away.
Well, bring them to me again.
Why are you so awful?
I don't know. If I knew the answer to that, then nothing's getting in the way.
No, I got you. You're bad at this.
Actually signed by the, is that an actual signature?
No.
I think it is. Look, it's got a smear mark on it. Yeah, you're jealous. It's fun. Yeah. Is Maury in the chat?
I think so.
Applying the yeah, that's the right direction. There is no need to take off the fans for installation. It says so right here in the directions.
Well, blame more again.
Okay.
Just
Done.
Like how there's,
Done.
just like how there is no need to remove the CMOS battery.
No, that's just crazy talk, Alan.
I know.
Come on. I'm actually pretty glad I put this light in above me.
Pretty glad that you what?
Put this light in above me. It's kind of perfect.
You're kind of perfect.
No.
See, they can hear that.
See what?
I'm sure they can hear that.
The only thing that I can think of that is getting in the way here. What you doing, Ken?
Breaking stuff.
I see that. Join the club. Alan can't get Excel to work.
What? Excel's my bitch.
It's not what you were screaming earlier.
Yeah, I know. I figured it out though.
Yes, yes, yes.
You can't put a formula in the title of a chart.
Huh.
You can point it to another cell that has a formula in it. But you can't have the formula.
It's likely binding on the surrounding
In the thing.
sinks.
What?
No, nothing's making contact, Maury. Yeah, it's not hitting anything.
Hey, Ken, check this out.
And a minute.
It's too high. I don't want to break anything. Setting up a separate one?
So
What?
eventually you'll get this fixed. and
Well, I don't know.
then that shot will be very boring.
Josh says to just use the Wraith cooler. Yeah, it's just too high, Maury. Or the mounting brackets aren't far enough apart to allow it to slide down.
I think there's two CPUs working in this thing. Like one returns in this clip and the one returns in like if you look at this, there's two humps. Weird. I'm positive how to even explain that.
Mounting bars. Where's that chat at? Is this the motherboard that has two back plates in its accessory box? Hmm?
Yes.
Let me see the other one.
I'm going to be going that way.
I don't know where you put the box.
Oh,
So let me see that one and then like. I wouldn't think so either. Well, that's all my edges in here.
Hold up the board close to the camera so Maury can see the mount. Oh, I will, Maury.
Well,
I just have to disconnect everything.
yeah, no, I can't really zoom that.
No. All I gotta do is disconnect power cables. See, if I just continue to use that main gear cooler,
It might have worked. I mean, not have though.
it's just it's the secondary mounting mechanism that is causing it. Like, it's hitting the edges of the heatsink. I don't know, Maury. Can you see that? Is that useful at all? Or do you want to see it with the heatsink on it? I guess I can take the memory out too. Maury says check pics here on his review of said motherboard.
RTFM. RTFR.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I can't tell anything because there's stuff blocking the. Yeah, I agree that all looks correct. Maybe this one has to be rotated 90 degrees for some reason.
It doesn't.
But I mean, if you look at this, you can see why it won't go any lower, right? See how the edges of the heatsink are hitting like the curve of the mounting bracket. It's hard. It's
Put
like
the brackets the
impossible to
other
tell.
Put the brackets the other way.
What do you mean? Rotate the
I
90
think you
degrees.
can put the brackets the other way.
You gotta be more specific than the other way.
See, look, orientation A, orientation B.
Right, and that means you have to rotate the cooler as well.
No, you only have to rotate one of them. If you rotate both of them, you'll be in the same position again.
In order to, you're talking about rotating that in the
Yeah.
air, right? That means the heatsink also has to move along with it.
If the issue is it won't fit, then why would rotating both of them make it fit?
If the gap between these is slightly different than the gap between them the other way,
True.
I'll try it, but I don't imagine it will change anything. See if Maury said anything else in hip chat. He told me to reference 2 photos on his review, but oh, you know what? Actually, this is different. Maybe not. didn't want to install the heatsink this way. I don't know if I can and still use the PCI Express slot. It's really close.
Can you rotate it? And I guess 180 degrees won't really matter.
Yeah, the 180
Symmetrical.
degrees shouldn't matter. I'm just doing the same thing. Like I can see a multi-centimeter gap between the top of the processor and this. You see? Look at it from this side.
The cooler tower is shorter on one side, or it's shorter side to PCIe. You know, I mean, I can tell why it's not.
Yeah. So either the posts.
Rotated 180 degrees more.
I'll try. It's almost like the kind of base studs that go in the bottom before you mount the mounting brackets to the board.
And then it says keep tightening.
Keep tightening. Man, that's gonna be really close for a video card anyway.
Hey, you didn't pull Sebastian.
What's that?
Which would have been what?
Clothesline yourself on the cable.
No, I don't like doing that.
No, there's no way that's gonna fit. You see what's stopping it?
Wait, that's its own bracket.
Mm-hmm. I know. I'm aware. Are we using the wrong? Did he maybe put the wrong
You're supposed to rotate it 90
brackets
degrees?
in the wrong bag or something?
What if you
The
rotate
only
it?
other option
Oh,
is
you can't
AMD.
rotate it 90 degrees.
The 1155 is the same or whatever.
Yeah. There are spacers in here.
That
which
bracket
don't
doesn't look
really-
right. It's got the same kind of curve as it.
Right. It's like it doesn't loop far enough out to let the heatsink actually make contact.
Or you sure it's not bottoming on the socket before it bottoms on itself?
It's not touching the processor at all.
Oh.
Like you see the thermal paste I have on the processor. I mean, it's not even, and you can see how tall the thermal paste is, and it's not making contact with it at all.
Let me see that.
And we just rotated these from this way to that way. And in theory, it
Step
should,
1, 2011 installation of the manual, the red X.
yeah, I see that, right? Because this is like,
Don't do that.
in other words, it has to go low enough, right? And that's the first step. So if you take these off, all right,
That doesn't go through the other way, right? The screw?
no. What do you mean?
Yeah, so the screw has to be.
Yeah, it has to be facing up. So the only thing I can think of is there's something wrong with those, the install of those parts. Yeah, that
needs
was
to
a little
be.
tight.
Are they equal on both sides? Like, are the threads as long on both sides?
No.
And there's only one set of holes. So you
Yeah,
want
yeah. There's only like one is the wider screw, one's the thinner screw. But I can't see how those would go any lower. That's why I was asking if there was a different back plate that maybe allows those to go more flush to the bottom of the motherboard.
Well, it looks like there's a.
These are pretty tight in there.
Yeah, I'm talking this.
Yeah, it's almost like that needs to come out. But if that comes out, there's no, unless there's another back plate in the install, installer.
Yeah, this didn't come with its own backplate, did it?
No, because it's meant to use the ones that are come on the LGA 2011 socket.
So they're saying, do that, don't do that.
In other words, make sure that they're all the way down, right, is all they're saying.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, sure, no, I totally get you.
They are.
And notice this socket's a little bit different than the one in the picture.
I mean, you're like more than 1/8 of an inch high.
Yeah, like it's high.
Because it didn't even touch the
Correct.
center.
Correct.
Let me see the... Yeah, let me see the color.
Is there like a compatibility list on motherboards
With the brackets.
for this cooler? Right here.
I mean, it looks like it's what came with it. Which
It is.
No, I assume it is, but... No, the backplate on the board is not left over from a different cooler, but that's a good idea.
And it would be under spring pressure, so
What do you mean that's
it
super
would be
hard?
away.
It's the factory installed backplate.
Yeah, it's a factory installed backplate, but it's almost as if those pieces are too tall.
They'd have to be completely flush for it to even make
Right.
contact.
Right. Like it's there's that much of a difference.
Where's another X79?
Yeah, I mean, look at another board.
Yeah, I don't know. Pick another X99 board. Do we have a...
I don't know, man. On this one, they're super high.
Because you'd
Are
figure...
they? Like, that's as flush as it gets on that piece. Right?
Yeah.
I can tighten it down, but that's as
No, it
flush as it's
doesn't-
going to get.
Doesn't
And then you put that on top of that, and you're still 1/8 of an inch over the surface of the processor.
It's like, it would have to be flush to get that much... To get that much lower.
The only other thing that was in that box was like some black, looked like spacers, but they're not. That would make it taller, and that's
Yep.
the opposite of what I want.
Those are for 1155.
Oh, that's what you use for 1155.
Yeah.
So that doesn't replace the outside ones. That replaces the inside one.
Yeah, it's not.
Right. That's if you. That's the dangerous maneuver if you want to replace the actual
I don't
socket,
wanna do
and that's
that.
not what it is. So I just think I'm done effing with this cooler.
Let me look at his cooler review piece, maybe? See
Yeah.
what did that board look
It's a
like?
Noctua C14S. Yeah, I don't know if we've got if maybe like there's no other pieces except the AMD kit. You said right, yeah, right, Ken?
Well, there are pieces for 11. They're in the socket. Like,
Let me see them.
no, it's a backplate and nylon spacers.
Okay.
The backplate has.
So there's no chance that it got mixed up or something. And
Correct.
okay. Yeah, we'll find a solution eventually, or we'll just move on to a different cooler. That is also a solution.
Hey, Ryan?
Yes, sir. Want me to look at something over there?
Yeah,
Okay.
these don't look like those metal nuts that you have screwed in.
That's because that is a Z. What motherboard is that? Yeah, those are the nylon spacers. That's the 1155 installation.
Oh.
Yeah, go back. See what motherboard is using. Z87, yeah. So that's the 1150 or whatever installer.
They qualify if they cool it with this board.
Who did? Noctua?
There's some other kind of screw things we're missing, or
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Use the Linus technique of using zip ties.
no,
Nah.
no.
Rampage 5. What do I have? Rampage 5 Extreme and did you Google those two together?
Yeah.
Did anybody like have like an installation thing?
No.
C14S.
Josh is showing it installed. Like those are those nuts, and then there's space off of the board. But did he go as far as to install it?
That's a different socket.
I don't know where.
Yeah, Chris, I see that link, but this one definitely mentions, like the instructions specifically mention 2011. This one came with the kit. This is another revision of that cooler. Like the directions are right. Yeah.
Looking.
So, and I actually have. Ken, did we say that's a real signature?
Don't know.
It's a real signature from the CEO on each instruction packet. It's got smudges in it. It's got to be real. I don't know.
End of the middle uprights. There's only one way to screw these in.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's like there's only one way to do this,
Yeah, there's different kinds of threads on either side.
unless
No.
nope, I know what it is.
What is it?
The thing you took off, you put it back on.
I put it back on the wrong side.
Wait, what?
These are supposed to go on the underside here.
Oh.
And he started unscrewing those without reading the instructions.
Yeah. So the instructions don't show you or tell you like what side they're supposed to be on because they're not supposed to be taken off. So in theory,
I don't know. Yeah,
Isn't that gonna make it further away? Oh, that side.
aha, yeah. See how the extra space
How
now
did you
you
get
have?
the screw out? Or is it a nut and a...
The screw just goes through here.
Oh, okay. Well, how did you get...
What do you mean? Like when I took it off, like it looks like it would go back in that location to me.
If the screw,
I could see now.
If the screw threads into this piece, how did you...
How did we
is
get
this,
it to tight?
How is this piece...
I don't know the answer to
Hold
that.
on.
Hey, he successfully crash-loaded it.
Mhm. You're right. It shouldn't stop.
Like, that other piece would just fall off.
It's not though. So here it is, guys. That's why it didn't fit.
As it turns out, if you just take the cool out of the box and install it like
Yeah.
it's meant to be installed, then it works.
I wasn't expecting you to have taken that off, so...
Me neither. What was the one? What was the blast Noctua cooler we used on our smaller form factor stuff? Had those, and that's how you replaced like which socket it was attached to.
Sure.
So
Why isn't that just falling off?
you're just really curious to see now?
Austrian engineering.
Magnets. How do they work?
Because the threads are not in the...
I don't know what to tell you, bud.
Might have threads now.
No,
it's
because
got
it's still going to
some-
fall right through. See?
All right. Well, Ryan, I don't know how you got that to do that, but...
Sometimes you just gotta have talent. So yeah, you can put those back in there now.
You call that talent.
You don't even need a jerry rig it. Whoever said that.
What did I say? Just
Someone
Jerry.
said jerry rig it.
Apparently, we won't have to now. Yeah.
Now we're properly rigging it.
I mean, because there's your 1/8 of an inch
It's
difference.
more than an eighth of an inch.
right there. That the gap of that
Yeah,
piece of
that-
the heatsink.
That's like 3/16 or maybe even
Yeah, it might be a quarter.
maybe even a quarter. Where's your low tech? Yeah, that thing.
My
The thing-
wrench.
The thing. You
The
should-
wrench.
This is not.
A crescent wrench. The low tech.
It's
You want me to have
always the wrong thing.
gas?
To you.
The crescent wrench is always the wrong thing.
Yes.
Fair.
But when you don't have
No,
the
no,
right
no.
thing,
Turn it the other way. I want it to go the other way. Yeah. There you
That
go.
way?
Yeah. That's how I was originally trying to mount it. I thought maybe changing it. Because the processor was running at a high temperature
Weird, huh?
in the BIOS.
Yeah.
It was running passively.
It wasn't running well.
You were trying
Yes.
to. You were trying. Wait, you had the heatsink on there and thought it was like.
Yeah, because it's tightened down. You can't see anything without looking real close.
I guess.
Yeah, we decided this way, so we wanted to do it right.
Did it bottom?
Hang on. Oh, yeah. Now it's touching thermal paste.
That's helpful.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't give you a screwdriver.
they did.
Oh.
But it's like a right angle.
Well, they want you to get in from the side.
No. It's like has like a little right
Oh.
angle. It does not really a screwdriver as much as it looks like an Allen wrench.
Yeah.
Was there anything on the short end of it? Was it like a
Probably another Phillips.
No.
Phillips on the other end?
I
No.
think so.
I was watching. I was watching Handy Manny this morning
Oh.
with my daughter,
Wait a minute.
and
You're already watching that with your daughter?
yeah.
She
does
doesn't
something-
know what she's watching.
No, she doesn't. But she
Okay.
likes. I mean, there's a reason why it's a kid show, right? It's colorful,
Yes.
right?
You watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse here?
We watch a lot of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
All right.
I was amused by the names of the tools
Yeah.
on Handy Manny.
Yeah.
Like the flashlight is named Flicker,
Uh huh.
and the Phillips head screwdriver is named Philippe. And then there's another one I liked.
Are those like quick release?
Yeah, pretty awesome,
cool.
huh?
That's cool.
Yeah. And what was the name of the tape measure? It was like
I don't remember.
something that made it so that the tape measure part of it, like the tape part of it, was his tongue. I don't know what it was. Zippy, maybe? No.
Did the motherboard makers ever settle on like a color scheme to use for the knowing which ports are what for the
What
memory?
are we talking about? No.
No.
But what they've all settled on is silk screening.
To be inconsistent.
No, just silk screening. I think for the most part, they've settled on a standard. I wouldn't quote it, like I wouldn't bet my life on it, but outside in, every other. Right, so like quad channel would be outside and then
Okay.
come in.
Just weird because you'd figure you want to be closer to the CPU if it could be stuff like that, but yeah, whatever.
I mean,
If
so it's DDR, so all of the traces have to be the same length, right?
Yeah,
So it doesn't matter.
I guess.
otherwise you have to go into zigzags. And nobody wants that.
Boy, they don't have to be the same length. It's on a bus. Otherwise,
That's
it
my
would.
question.
Otherwise, that chip would have to have 8 channels.
It is an 8. Oh, yeah.
Eight
It's
memory
quad
channel.
channel. Yeah. I see what you mean. Shall we try this again?
I don't know.
So it did post before, but
Oh, posted. My first clue was that the BIOS was running very slowly.
it was throttling so
and
much.
I thought, well, that's not normal. That's weird.
Throttling so much that the BIOS is
Yeah.
running slowly.
Yeah.
That's an impressive throttle right
I
there.
thought it's probably running at 6-7 megahertz.
Would you like a chair?
I will get to it eventually. Oh, Peppa Pig. I've heard some scary stuff about Peppa Pig, man. Is this the new BIOS?
Yep.
Oh, 28C. That's way better.
What was it before?
78.
Oh. At idle.
Yeah. 78C in the BIOS.
Mm.
No, I don't think I like you doing that.
Somebody who was in the chat had a 954 related question. Well, I'm looking at the chat, but dang.
1903. Selected file is not a UEFI BIOS.
I'm sorry?
It says selected file is not a UEFI BIOS.
Let me go back to my desk and look.
How was any release of this motherboard not a UEFI BIOS?
To be fair, it is dated September 2013.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what their site gives you. I think those are the Maximus 4, but that's what it even has it in the file name.
What, Maximus 5 Extreme?
Yeah.
Let's check. Support. Is there... Wait a minute. It's not Maximus, it's Rampage.
Oh, yeah, my bad. My bad.
Because I looked at the picture of the motherboard, and it came with... Remember the DVI pass-through overclock utility? Hey, look, this board got a gold award from PC Perspective. Awesome.
Ken, did you ever get the 750 to boot under Windows 7? Did you even try it?
Yeah. If you have a supported motherboard, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
We have a video/article detailing installing Windows 7 on a 750.
Yeah,
Okay.
point him to that sweet video.
Yeah.
But he would need to use. So you would use the driver though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd have to get the.
This is the U31 version, right?
950
Yeah.
Pro driver.
No. Well.
Yes, he needs a driver.
Well, you can probably use the Windows inbox driver.
So for Windows 7. Can't. There is none. Unless you want to
Ken, how about a
driver.
BIOS dated December 21st, 2015? Is that better?
Listen, I mentioned that was from 2013 and you didn't say anything, so
I was busy trying to get a heatsink to work.
my screw up was corrected much quicker than your screw up.
Oh, man. So let's delete that Maximus 5 Extreme cap file.
Because of the delay, they're yelling at me a lot.
Just now?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's already been fixed, guys.
Oh, he said he already extracted the driver from the Samsung thing.
Yeah, I mean, you just hit the
Yeah, as long as.
disk. I think you're standing from the camera now.
Oh, which camera are you using?
Because that one isn't very interesting.
Oh.
You're doing stuff on the screen.
How do I know where's the camera?
Rampage 5 Extreme.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, as long as your motherboard supports it. In the first place.
Round one to K.
Ken, or Alan, do you
Yeah.
want to start moving that,
To what?
copying that to either imaging it to something or just copying its contents to the
Just need to,
array?
you just need a backup or what?
Yeah, because like when I just want, if I'm missing any files,
Right.
they'll be on that drive. So I want to maintain that drive.
Then why don't you just hold on to the drive? For a
Because I'm
little
going to
bit.
eventually install the NVIDIA OS to that one and the AMD OS.
Because you don't want to give us two new SSDs.
Because you don't want to give us two new SSDs.
Well, because I don't.
That's
have-
fine. I don't care. So I'm just saying, put its contents in a location.
Yeah.
But obviously, you can leave out. I mean,
Just
No, I know what you mean. I'll.
like you don't have to put the Windows folder
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, but we don't know where everything we want is, so just
All
image
the
it.
desktop, or the users, or the
maybe
downloads.
not.
Well, you need the desktop.
I know what I'm saying. It's all in desktop or downloads or
Or
users.
maybe not.
I mean, that's fine.
I'm gonna roar the whole damn thing up.
That's fine as long as I can still access it. Whatever it takes. This is drawing 122 watts at BIOS update. Yeah, this cooler's plenty quiet enough.
My bag smells like smoke. Oh, it's not better.
What BIOS did I say we were running? 1601? Before? Yeah, we were on 1601 before. There's a file on here dated December 21st, 2015, also with 1601. There's a 1601, 1701, and 1801, all with the same date.
You should run 17.
I don't understand that, but whatever.
Because Star Trek.
Nah. Oh. I bet if I go to like Windows 8, it'll have. Nope, I lied. Whatever.
Oh my god.
Oh no, no operating system found.
Oh no!
I need my Windows 10 installer, I guess.
Give him the UEFI one, please.
Well, which one is that?
The shitty drive one.
This one?
That means nothing.
Or the Intel one?
shittier one.
This one?
Yeah.
How are we supposed to know which thumb drive is worse?
The one that's not labeled yet.
This one would definitely be the shitty one.
It should, yeah, it should probably be the not labeled one.
Because we didn't label it yet. Remember?
Whose fault is that?
Remember I said we should label this, but I don't have the label maker.
You want me to label this one just Win 10 UEFI?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you redoing both of those drives, Ryan?
I will. Yeah.
Alright, so this one's a video.
This drive is made by P&Y.
Wait a minute. Why is there a AMD?
No.
No, it just
This
needs to be
drive was
it needs to be
made by
rebooted.
P&Y.
Yeah, okay. It's like, wait a minute, that seems unlikely. Are there any like
Make sure XMP is not turned on.
Oh, for it would overclock the processor?
Mm-hmm. Usually the exact opposite. Advice we give. Weird.
It's extreme. Yeah, it's
Extreme!
yeah, it's fine. There we go. It's named USB Flash Memory PMAP.
Nice.
G-drive.
Hurrah.
Yeah, 22 gig of stuff on your desktop.
That's like every time somebody comes up and brings a demo or something, like, and those are the things I don't want to lose.
Alrighty.
You've got 81 terabytes of storage at your house, and you're complaining about me using 20 gigs on a
No,
desktop.
because it's like,
Okay, continue.
it's not a complaint.
You,
Like
you,
all of-
you
all of those
sighed.
programs you were running.
You sighed very heavily.
Because I'm trying to comb through it and like, your display driver folder is 12 gig.
Yeah, that one you can delete.
How do you not just have imaging software on your computer?
I do, but it's not easy to comb through that image for other people later. Like when Ryan needs to.
Yeah, I need like a RAR or a zip or something that I can open up and browse through.
Yeah.
That's why I just said copy it all to network.
It's a bunch of small files. Someone doesn't like that.
No, I don't.
You know what? This is why you just put an SSD on a shelf and you don't have to worry about that. Save that data forever. Upgrade. What? What the hell?
Alright, so you're going to reinstall 3D Mark, I assume. ridiculous DK2 folder is 5 gig. That's why.
See, that's important.
Uh,
Oh,
we,
no, it's not.
we don't have that anywhere else.
I don't know.
Oh my god, just copy everything.
Well, I'm gonna try to sort it at the same time.
Sort it?
I'm gonna put it in the array in places where you can actually find shit
Oh, okay.
for when you need it. Again.
Let me tell you how it'll be really easy. It'll be like, you should put it in a folder called 2015 GPU drive.
And then,
And
when
then
we
I'll
come
be able to
across
look through
something
it.
that we need, then we'll sort it.
Yeah.
Like something that we don't want to lose.
Oh, so this SSD isn't
It's going to
showing
be
up.
impossible to sort because none of us remember what's on that drive that we want.
Yeah.
Well, the Eve Online folder doesn't need to go there.
No, I definitely don't need an EVE Online folder.
Whoops. That was a convenient Twitter message.
What's that?
The autofocus on this camera keeps happening when it's turning black. As it turns out, so we'll just.
Yeah, I think the top port of this dock is still bad, Alan. Because it didn't see the BIOS didn't see the hard drive at all, or the SSD at all.
Alright. Must have like a lifted lead or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a couple of connectors on the PCB.
Yeah, it should be passing through pretty
Yeah.
easily. Let's see if it sees it now. Well.
This guy built a PC blindfolded. AMD, no less.
It's fine, it's fine.
It probably went about as well as this.
Eh. Huh.
What you looking for?
It doesn't see the SSD.
You don't have hot swap turned on in the BIOS.
It is disabled for every port. I just checked.
Is that why it doesn't see it, or you have it plugged in when you boot?
No, I had it plugged in when I booted. But now I'm taking this King Win thing completely out of the equation. Man, that was such a good idea, too.
No, we just get another one. Let me see it.
Here.
Might be something simple.
I don't know if it's necessarily the problem yet.
Which port is it?
I just tried both.
You're saying both didn't work?
Yes, that's what I just said.
That's alright.
I agree.
Since there are two individual units just stacked on top of each other?
Are they?
Yeah.
Ugh.
With no connection to each other whatsoever?
Oh. I need my little wired reset button. Like I said, it could be the SATA cable or something, yet still I'm looking. Or you could have put this Angel Bird in an unusable state before you gave it to me.
Sure.
I'm going with that one.
Nope, there it is.
Yeah, if it bricked, that would have been a store.
If what?
If it bricked while testing it, that would have been a store.
Yeah. Did you put it in manual?
I locked it.
You wouldn't need anything from Steam apps on this.
On that one, what's in it?
Star Swarm Benchmark, Civ 5.
No.
Looks like stuff that you tried to download. And
Yeah, it's stuff I might have downloaded to that folder accidentally.
Yeah.
Like, how are you trying to sort through this?
I'm using my Space Nipper thing. It's really.
Yeah, but we don't know if the files we need are going to be big or not. So just looking at all the big files isn't going to tell us anything.
Yeah, like, on the desktop we've got the pendulum stuff and the windmill stuff.
4K 100 megabit per second video.
Windows support tweeted me
What?
about a problem I had the other day. Remember I was talking about the touchpad thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tweeted, very odd issue keeps popping up on my Winton XPS 13 notebook. Upon wake, trackpad doesn't work unless I delete one of 3 HID devices in DevMan. And they tweeted, allow us to assist. If this issue pops up again, follow Saeed's steps here. And they give a link to a solution on their website that is titled Trackpad Issues with Dell XPS 13 after installing Windows 10.
Hey,
That's
that
it.
might fix it.
That's actually impressive. I fixed it already by updating the BIOS.
Oh.
At least it has not come up again. Let's put it that way. That's pretty nice, actually. Somebody tweeted, Al Maldentano, 20 gigs on your desktop. Yeah, that's all the stuff I want to keep.
Well, one of them is
It's
a
a-
4 gig 4K video.
But what was it?
The demo video that we have.
Of what?
Just a copy of it sitting there.
What demo? Video.
H.264 100 megabit.
Yeah, but what is the content of the video?
It's that video that we have. It's it's a train.
Is it Francois driving a car across rocks?
No, it's a train, a beach, a sunset.
And it's in slow motion
Oh, yeah,
and
a car
steam's coming
across-
off?
Yeah, there's Francois. There you go.
Yes, thank
Can't
you.
delete Francois.
Don't delete Francois.
Well, we have that file in the array already.
Do we?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, look, a drive showed up.
I wouldn't just delete Francois.
I mean, I might. I mean, it's possible.
Flashing red.
Look how nice and clean this area is now, Ken. It won't possibly last. Biggest complaint right now is what I do with these SSDs. And I think that light is actually very nice there.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This PC that's doing nothing sounds like a JIT engine.
It's not doing nothing. Is Alan running benchmark on it?
No.
Oh,
It's doing nothing.
okay. Never mind that. It is in fact doing nothing.
Correct.
Ken, this is taking a lot more of my day than I expected it to.
Well, that's because you installed the cooler correctly.
10:45. What's 10:45 a.m.? That's
One.
yeah, that's fine. I can do that. Where's my phone? Yeah, I saw somebody in the Twitch chat say it went from what use is a progress bar if it went from 0 and it just jumped to 100% after waiting, 3 minutes.
That's kind of what's going on here.
A progress bar?
That progress bar on the migration I've been doing has been stuck on 18% for the past 16 hours, so there's that.
You can now request a ride on Uber from HipChat.
Does it just automatically bill it to their corporate account?
How can I have so many emails?
I'll try all 4 new deluxe pizzas. Probably not at once though.
All new what?
Deluxe pizzas.
I like pizzas.
Yeah.
Should be pizzas though.
Access is denied.
Did Alexa just go off?
Yeah.
Sounded like it.
You heard access is as domain.
Everybody should know how dedicated I am to our readership, based on the fact that I am not going to the Kentucky game tonight.
Well,
You were probably too far away from the microphone for that to work.
but you could go to the convention.
No, he couldn't.
Tonight's podcast night.
Well, you still could.
You're right, I could. I could.
It's the most exciting live stream we've ever done. Installing Windows.
Yeah, buddy. Some good shit right there. Take ownership of the stupid folder.
So, are you taking everything off the desktop and giving it back to me?
I'm putting it on array.
Because Windows is done installing all these, like the overlay.
All that stuff was on the desktop, right?
Yep. And there's probably like 9 different types of overlay.
It keeps telling me it's not accessible.
It's a user error, like a user permissions error.
Yeah, I'm taking ownership of everything now. It's just being an idiot.
You know, when you think about it, it's pretty dumb that it just lets you take ownership of that without my password.
Well,
Yeah,
you don't
permissions
have
don't.
everything encrypted.
Permissions don't really mean anything on Windows, as it turns out.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost there.
PC Per becomes Twitch plays Windows 10.
Twitch plays Windows installer.
I see Josh ended up sending me texts angrily trying to tell me how to fix the cooler.
He didn't know the solution.
But he was wrong. That's correct. So I do feel a little bit better about that. This is pretty awesomely quiet. The entirety of this system here.
Because you're not using that water cooler.
It's also doing nothing.
Well, I know. Just saying, it's all open air and sitting right by my head. All right, so there's something to be said for that.
It should be quieter than the last one.
Oh no, Ken. Oh no, it's just a really good printer.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's not
Damn it. It's not really the CEO of Noctua's
weird.
signature.
The CEO of Noctua doesn't have time to sign every instruction manual. Especially when
I was going to be really impressed.
Especially when there are 3 in a box.
I was going to be really impressed. But no, I don't think the UEFI supports G-Sync. So I don't really want to hit express settings, do I?
No.
I don't think I do. Off. 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 No. No. no, and no. Holy moly. Oh yeah, you can protect me from malicious content. No.
What's so wrong?
What's what? Who's going to use this PC? Is this the username or is this the PC name?
It's a username. You don't control the PC name anymore.
Oh, really?
Not in Windows 10.
That's some crap. So I'll call this GPU NVIDIA. How's that? You didn't answer, so I said yes. Hi. You know, in reality, that shotgun mic is pointed directly at
The wall?
the fans. Like, it is most directed at the fans, not the people.
What's this power supply?
Can you mute that for a second while I move the mic? Like, so that it's pointed this way?
You'd probably move it without making the
I don't... I mean, I could do it.
What is this power supply thing doing?
Ken, do you want me to try that?
In a second.
Or mute it?
When that PC was turned off, the power supply thing was still at like 100%.
You left it on the ass shot the whole time?
Oh, like part of the time.
Man. That's supposed to be for the patrons only.
I'll show you patronage.
Searching for a display driver. Please don't.
Nobody wants that.
Oh, there's no network attached, so...
Off to a great start.
It couldn't have done that anyway.
That's the key. Run the Windows setup with the network not attached.
So what do I need to do here? Yeah.
Does it not let you skip that now? I think it lets you skip the account. Now.
It does, but it just doesn't ask you if it's not plugged in, which is nice.
First thing and only thing you use Edge for, downloading Chrome. Poor Bing. Run. On your marks. Connecting to the internet. Downloading. What resolution are we running at? 1024 by 768. All right.
It's the only resolution, really.
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys want to play Candy Crush Soda Saga?
Maybe.
Let's run this. You're not transferring a whole bunch of stuff across the network, are you, Alan?
I am actually.
Mm.
This turns out it doesn't really matter.
It shouldn't.
Speed test is still up at 930, so like instantly too. It didn't even like accelerate into it. Let's watch the chat.
File name too long for destination.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently you can rename the PC after it's installed, but
Oh really?
yeah, they don't give you that option during setup.
So where do I go do that? Because I would like to do that. Okay, so network is working. 931 by 235. guess we'll go get the new GeForce driver first. And is it gonna make me
Scroll up.
download GFE?
No.
Still not?
No.
To get the new beta that came out today? Oh, okay, it's not a beta that came out today. That's good. Wow, look at that speed. Holy crap. NVIDIA driver downloads pretty quick.
Apparently they got to upgrade on their servers.
That was 372 megs it just
Well, we
downloaded.
gotta upgrade on our router.
I don't think that's what did it.
Our single thread download quadrupled recently. So
In network settings, home group, rename this
No, it
PC.
didn't, Alan. Because
because never hit 950 before.
yeah, we did.
We would download from Steam all the time,
Steam is not speed tested.
right?
Yeah.
But
I
why-
was
why is
downloading
that-
a driver from NVIDIA?
Yeah.
So now a single threaded,
We don't know how many threads Steam
a
uses.
single stream.
Network settings, home group.
My point is it would go faster. Even every single stream goes faster now.
I mean, it goes faster if the server you're hitting can go faster.
If a single TCP stream can saturate our connection now, due to the changes that we made.
Yeah, but it depends on the server on the other side. Like a lot.
Sure. But like, if the server was only giving us a single stream before, and we were
Yeah, but
self-limited-
my point is, we have no idea how many streams any server has been giving us this entire time.
Also, yeah, because when we do the speed test to the Cincinnati location, we only get like 5 something.
yeah, only
Yeah. And it's also a slow, gradual increase to that. Actually, we're going to stay under 5. Right? But
while moving stuff across the network.
no, we just happen to find that the Oxford one is just a little faster.
They're a university, so they're probably on a 10 gig pipe.
Yeah. So like we get over 900 on that one. Like, and then I did those back to back. So, oh my god, that's so frustrating. So do I have to join a home group to rename this?
I don't think so.
Ryan on Ryan Office created a home group on the network.
Boy.
Oh, it used Bing. Oh god, no.
You got Bing on your thing.
I apologize. I apologize. Well, that's from 2009. That's not going to help me. Man, you are the worst.
Oh, just watch a Silverlight video to learn how to.
Oh, shoot me in the face. Wait.
To learn how to jump off of a cliff.
This is definitely for Windows 7. But okay, start button, computer,
Yeah, it's not-
properties. That's not a thing anymore.
Right click on the start menu and go to
System,
yeah.
computer name, domain, workgroup settings. That's not a thing.
Computer name.
Aha.
Nope, that's computer description.
Oh.
Change.
Aha. What a stupid computer name. It's going to make me reboot, isn't it?
Well, Windows automatically installed a display driver for you and wants you to reboot anyways. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to do that before I can install an actual driver. Install Spybot anti-beacon. Avast.
R.
Why are you reading chat from like 10 minutes ago?
Because I haven't read it.
Catching up.
But doesn't your chat automatically scroll down?
No. Like when a new message comes in?
Yeah.
No. And I really like that a lot.
Oh god. That's
No, it does when I'm at the bottom, but if I scroll up,
Yeah.
it stays up.
Learn how to IRC.
No? I wonder how many issues I'm going to run into with this stuff now.
Well, someone's angry at you.
No, I get it. Twitter sends me emails like on specific messages, but it seems to queue them now. It started like last week.
I can't believe you have Twitter email still turned on and noise turned on for emails. Sound turned on for email notifications. It's the worst.
Somebody said 930 megabytes, you're only getting 93% of the perf you're paying for. Total scam. I wish we had higher up.
Oh, what would we do with it?
Whatever I want.
I've never used more than 30 megabits up anyways.
We could host all the game servers.
Yeah? You could do that with 250.
Yeah, in frame any and a little. No, I'm not worried about Windows 10 being terrible. I'm worried about the software that we have to use to do the GPU testing that we want to do
Working.
still working. As long as the overlay works, I'll be good.
So it's in benchmarks, GPU testbed files on the network.
Okay. I need to install Steam and then install the second SSD. That's the only piece of software I have to run locally to get that all that testing to work, right? Yeah. Overlay?
I think so.
Yeah.
You need to save games folder, I would imagine.
Yes.
Even though the only thing under there is Wolfenstein and Crisis 3.
There's a GTA save file
Under,
somewhere.
I think a lot of games save them under My Documents
I'm looking.
because of Windows 98 or Windows XP or whoever started that. Oh, apparently installed some updates too. Oh. It didn't actually install. No, we have our own overlay. I don't think EVGA actually got an overlay working on DX12. I asked them to, but I don't know if they did yet. No, we're not using an NVMe drive. It's overkill for our purposes here. This is a GPU test bed specifically.
There's nothing in the documents folder.
That's
can't
not
be
possible.
correct.
Well, I'm in the documents folder.
In my documents under my user.
I already moved it.
Okay.
You're moving and not copying.
Yes, I'm moving, not copying.
Why?
So that I know what's there and what's not already. And if I copy all of it, it would try to put like 400,000 files on the network.
Oh no.
No, like seriously, it would go until like next Tuesday.
Not if you put it in a zip file. Now what, smarty guy?
They'll come back with that.
It'll probably run into permission issues.
Can't you just like override?
Crash override.
Crash up.
Print a label for this. It says Win10 UEFI. UEFI?
UEFI?
What's up there?
So far.
It is. Oh, I think I installed GFE. Damn it. That's fine. Yeah, I know they said they have OSD support, but I'm pretty sure they didn't have the overlay working in that Arbiter. I'm not sure. That's okay. I don't have any DirectX 12 games to test yet right now anyway.
No one does.
Yeah, somebody else is asking why we were doing this. I'm just getting prepared for the pending Polaris and Pascal GPUs. New hardware, new software. What could go wrong? I hate just this extra step to actually see what the resolution I'm using is. Like, that annoys me already. When's XCOM 2 come out?
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot to look at the other drive. I like the Steam installer hasn't changed since like 1999 when it asks you like what internet connection are you using, and anything over 10 megabits it considers to be otherworldly.
Like, oh my god, it's so fast.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive how Steam existed in 1999, according to your history.
It didn't. I don't know. Did Counter-Strike exist in 1999?
Well, Steam launched with Half-Life 2.
Oh yeah.
Which is like, what, 04?
And that was awful.
Yeah.
Let's get it all over with. I gotta install. What's the Ubisoft software called?
Uplay.
Uplay, of course. How could I forget?
Steam will handle that, though.
Hmm?
I thought, you don't own any games in Uplay, though, do you? Well, that you currently benchmarked.
Maybe not. No, don't automatically run it. Sure. Yeah, maybe I don't want that yet. Will you change the camera for me?
Yeah.
Or that.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, it's gonna ask for my code. We get my phone.
I don't know where it is.
Oh, it's right here. I got it. I got it. Okay.
Well, you can have to log into Origin and
Oh, okay.
stuff as well, so
Yeah, that's fine.
I can admire the new Testbed. Oh man, it glows red. It glows.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Huh. I did not know.
You can't see it.
Yeah, you have to turn off these other two lights for that to be a thing. Remember me.
Remember me.
Okay. Alright, so now I need to shut this thing down again. And hook up the second SSD. What time is it?
5:26.
Jesus. That was not an answer I wanted. We're gonna try to test stream for 12 hours, Ken? Just go straight through?
I could do it.
You guys would watch a 12-hour stream. Thanks. Random person in the chat room that doesn't have a registered name says he likes my X-Men shirt. I'll tell you the idle power consumption in just a second, Arbiter. It'll definitely be lower now that a driver is installed. It'll be lower than that, yeah. Alright, so is the second drive showing up? It is. Right now I'm at 79 watts. Okay, let's see. Settings, download, Steam library.
Maybe I'll fix that power issue with G-Sync, right?
They said they did. It was with the driver a couple months ago.
Did we ever tell anybody?
I did.
No, we did.
I was looking for a post on it.
I had it on my list of things to hook up monitors again and look at it before I made a post about it, and I guess I just didn't do that. Want to change. Yeah, sure. This is one like where you have to like rerun the installer even though it's already there, I think. Right? Is that what this makes you do? Or no, it's actually going to download the whole thing again. Close. Yeah, cancel. Poop. Oh well. You said that there's. Where did you put that stuff on the network, Alan?
Benchmarks, GPU testbed box.
Okay.
You looking for the overall?
Yeah.
I think that was under your desktop.
That's fine. What was the base folder? Benchmarks?
It's under RAID.
GPU testbed files?
RAID and
Yeah.
benchmarks.
Easy computer desktop. Boom. Let's see if this program works. Microsoft VC redistributable. What's the game we downloaded? We wanted to test the network speed. I don't know. Let's try one. What was that Lord of the Rings game that came out? I'm blanking on.
Shadow.
Yeah, there you go. Shadow.
No, it's got something else. Shadow of Mordor. There's something in.
Yeah. Middle Earth. Steam settings, downloads. Allow downloads during gameplay. Alright. I'm not going to go into this game because obviously I'm not allowed to, but I do want to see. Okay, the overlay does work. in Win10. I will show you a frame rating, but I can't show you Tomb Raider. Hang on. Yeah. So that seems to work. You know, once I had that, once I got that heatsink installed,
Everything just works.
things went a little bit easier. Weird.
Yep.
So weird. Let's see how fast we can download that from Steam now. We're going up. We're at 39 megs a second. That's not very fast, actually. Easy. There's a cable attached to that. Okay. So you're just going to zoom out enough. No, but there are other cables up there that's... You're hitting power cables down there, too. The embargo was up for today for reviews of Tomb Raider? Well, if that's the case, then I can show it. I don't really care. Oh, apparently it was. PC Gamer. Let's see what they had to say about Rise of the Tomb Raider. An 83 out of 1,000,000.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay, well, I can show that game then. Cool. Yeah, this is only downloading at 40 megs a second on Steam. That makes Ryan sad. Huh. I don't want you to install the Drive C, dummy. Application settings, game installers, down. Oh. The selected directory is already in use. Please select a different directory. I just have to download all those games again. Huh. That's dumb. So I don't have any save games for... I don't use save games for any of those. Okay. My origin games. Goodbye. Oh. Default. Guess I didn't have to delete all those things. Sure. Install Punkbuster, of course. Yep, we seem to have leveled off at like 43 megs a second. I don't know what else to say. What can they see? Can they see the second machine over here now? Alright. I can't reach my keyboard. What driver did I just install? 36175. Very high preset. Alright, we'll let those download in the background. And then actually, I don't need that. Take it back. So we'll restart Rise of the Tomb Raider. Yeah, I guess for people who don't know, exclusive 4A's using graphics very high. Okay. The benchmarking method we're using does not use fraps. What you see over, can they see it? Yeah. Over here is this weird colored bar. It's just an overlay. It draws a specific color on each frame, and then that gets output in this splitter box here to this monitor, and then to a PC down here, that is run on this monitor. And this has very expensive capture hardware, big SSD array to capture it all in real time. And what we'll do is I'll run through one of the testing areas I'm looking at for Tomb Raider, the new Tomb Raider, which is the whole reason for us redoing this whole thing. One of those. Yeah, I know it was 43 megabytes per second. That's all right. So what we do here is, if I bring up this window, you can actually see that the same image is being captured on this side. You have to close that, otherwise it doesn't have enough bandwidth to do it. So what we'll do is we hit a button on here, it starts recording, and then it runs some software to read back the files, give us a frame rating report, and we'll show that. Let's see if I can play through this for 60 seconds straight. Very gorgeous looking game, very pretty. Just like the previous Tomb Raider was, actually.
Alright, that drive's done. Ready for reinstalling stuff.
So you can see a little timer countdown over there. It lets me know how far I am, since most of these are manual run-throughs. So now the benchmark is done, and you'll see this has popped up a little application here that's actually pacing through each frame. There's 3,598 frames, which is 60 frames times 60 seconds, pretty much exactly.
I'm gonna do the AMD one.
Yeah. There should be way less on that, but yeah.
Okay.
So as it's on frame 1100 now. And the file that it's reading through, by the way, is 60 seconds long. It is a 25.9 gigabyte file. So you can see it here in its full size, and we can actually, if we want to, we can go frame by frame and show you what it is. So you can see here, like, this frame has a pink and then a yellow line. So it's actually, this is actually 2 frames, because VSync is disabled, drawn on the screen. If we fast forward through, we'll actually find one where I start moving. Yeah. So if you see this purple and then this kind of, I don't know, yellow color, and you can see clearly there's a division there. So this is It's actually, when you get frames that have motion blur, artificial motion blur, it's actually more apparent, right? Because you get this gray, and it's very sharp up here. I know it's not really easy to see on this frame because you're not really close up on it, but then there's like a purple, and it's very blurry down there, so it becomes much more apparent on that. So VSync disabled motion blur is kind of dumb. You see this, Ken? You see that? Like how different the top and the bottom of that frame look? Yeah. So that's just, we want to manually look through stuff, but now that it's done with all of its script work, we'll go back here to our results, and that is a frame times representation of the data. So that's actually a good result. Very narrow band, no big spikes or dips in anything. And if we look at it, this is your average frame rate, you know, going up into the 60s, 70, 75, down just above 50.
It's still a Thunderbolt array, right?
Over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone was asking.
Oh, yeah.
Everything should be fine.
And then all this file structure is full of data. It's a 750 kilobyte Excel file with each frame's individual data. So that's what we do. We do that, you know, different games, different resolutions, all different graphics cards, and then we compile it all into the reviews that you guys see on the website. So, and this game doesn't have a benchmark mode or a way to load back into a preset without going back to the main menu, or load back into a save game without going to the main menu. So that's frustrating. Yeah, that's a lot of gigabytes per minute. It's raw data, totally uncompressed. Otherwise, you get into some color. Like the application has to be able to read all of these colors perfectly. Otherwise, it won't know exactly what frame is which frame. So this is the stuff we kind of helped develop back in, what was that, 2013?
I don't know, like 80 years ago.
It feels like forever ago.
I think it was 2013, yeah.
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 So there you go. There's our GPU testbed rebuild. Ta-da! And we're currently downloading Battlefield 4 again. That's going at 37 megabytes per second. So Origin's not quite as fast as Steam, but it's getting there. Anything else you can think of we need to do, Ken?
No, not really.
The application could read the left 200 pixels or something like that. However, the problem with that is when we go back into... We want to capture the whole thing because if there's any issues that show up in the data, like in the graphs, in the result, we want to go back and look at the source. We want to see what happened in that test run to cause those issues. And if we only captured that bar, we'd save a lot on data and we'd save a lot on processing requirement, but we wouldn't have the ability to go back and look at things. Which is also why you can't tell, you won't be able to read any of this here, but I can show you, I can tell you, you just have to believe me. I can tell you exactly when we started doing this, Ken. When we started this process of actually capturing using this application.
Like August.
January 28th, 2013 is when we started using this program to do it. The program we wrote.
No, it's not possible. We published this January 3rd, 2013.
Let me check one other place.
We were testing over the summer using this app. Or right at the fall.
But I think this app that I wrote had changed a lot up till then.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Like,
let me find the frame rating encoded video backup. That
yeah,
might help.
That'll tell you.
Uh-oh. No, this only goes back to January 2013 as well. Yeah. How about I show, let's see, where's my first working result? Radeon HD 7970 Crossfire, Skyrim, 2560 by 1440. Oh, that's with VSync enabled. That one's not good. Yeah, that was what set off of the everything is awful craze of this of this testing methodology.
Everything is awful.
Do we average frame times over multiple runs on our final results? Not really. What we do is I'll do 3 runs each time, and I look at them manually each time and look for differences. And if they're all very, very close, then I feel confident. I kind of just pick what I think is the most middle ground one. If any of them stand out, then we go into more in-depth about, finding out exactly what happened at that location. Can we repeat that at that location? Et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, for those of you asking about the specific result in the new Tomb Raider, that was at the highest preset in the game. Watching a PC per live stream with no promise surprises. That's right. We don't have anything to give away. Nothing
So
to
it's
give
our
away.
time.
Actually, but if you go to we do have an EVGA contest running, not specifically for this stream, but if you go to PCPro.com and look for an EVGA contest, we're giving away an EVGA power supply, EVGA motherboard, and EVGA video card. We don't even require you to go to patreon.com/PCPer and support us. We just ask that you do. Let me bring that up. I think this was our first published thing on it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was right before CES that year.
January 3rd, 2013, because everybody was mad at us. This was a really good job of explaining everything. We did a fantastic job. If I can say so myself.
Well, probably not.
But yeah, the August before that was when...
When you were in Austin, I was sitting here messing
Yeah.
with C++, which is never a good
So that
thing.
was like June, July time frame. We had been working on it for at least 8 or 9 months before that.
Probably that entire year. to be
Probably.
honest.
And then the full article that I came out with was in March. And that was... In March, we did 7970 versus GTX 680. And then the 30th, we added dual GPU cards. On the 2nd, we added more cards. On April 5th, we added more cards. On April 16th, we added visual effects on gaming animation. What was this one about? Oh, yeah. Testing with VSync. So much science. So much science.
So much testing.
Peanut says he can't afford Patreon, you guys. He has internet to be extorted for.
He's a Time Warner customer too?
Yeah. Well, then I guess we'll end our GPU rebuild on a speed test result. And then we'll go about our merry way. 3 milliseconds is pretty good to get to anywhere.
It's not a lot of ping.
It's not a lot of milliseconds. Oh, this is under 900. What is this crap? Alan, are you transferring a bunch of data?
Nope. Not right now.
Man. That's garbage.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Peanut, it's not my fault. Yeah, I wish we could have higher up, just so I could say we did. That's all. All right, switch back to the camera. That's it. That was our riveting entertainment for your Wednesday afternoon. Make sure you tune back in when we'll actually have more things to talk about. At 10 p.m. tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, we'll have our PC Perspective podcast. Me, Alan, Jeremy, Josh, Ken. We'll talk about news of the week, including all of my excitement in rebuilding the GPU testbed. Probably. Maybe. I assume so. That's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out.